What's up everyone? I have a very fun turtle pack build for you today. I feel like in Versus it's very well known, but in Arena it is quite underappreciated, and that is the Rat plus Rhino combo. So what the premise is that we are going to have a level 2 rat, which is going to be up front. It's going to be our biggest pet, and hopefully it gets to take out 2 pets of the opponent's team. And once it faints, it's going to spawn these 2 dirty rats on the team of the opponent, which then the Rhino can exploit and trigger its own ability off of them. Like, you can even take this one step further and put chili on the Rhino, so you can kill both of the dirty rats at once, and therefore you get 2 triggers of the ability. And what I love about these early game kind of builds is that you actually get to play around with the final units on the team right here. So here we go, it is turn 3, we take a Dirty Rat. Dirty Rat, not only does it work with the Rhino pretty well, you can actually make it work with a lot of early game tier pets as well. So you can make it work with a kangaroo like you're seeing me doing here. You can make it work with a camel, you can make it work with a blowfish. Like, you can slot it in a lot of different builds, and the stat line of the Dirty Rat being so high means that it's actually pretty decent to do so most of the time. Like, here we go, it's turn 4 and we already have a 5-9 rat, which is about to be 6-10 at the start of the next turn, and 7-11 actually shortly afterwards. So yeah, it's going to scale up very rapidly. Here we're unfortunately going to lose, and it doesn't help that the spider spawned the sheep right there, but it doesn't really matter, we were losing regardless. But it's okay, we're just going to focus on scaling up right here. If we can, we're going to aim for a couple of level ups on turn 7, because Rhino after all is a tier 5 pet, so we really want to find it as soon as possible. But even if not for the Rhino, you have very good stuff like turkey, monkey, cow, seal not to mention of course, which you typically want to find on turn 7. So yeah, we're going to aim for that. We already have 1 giraffe, maybe we need 1 more for a potential level up, as well as 1 kangaroo. So these are the pets we're going to be looking for. We already have the kangaroo in the shop. I'm going to take it, free up all the shop slots so we can maximize our chances of finding the giraffe as well. And here we go, here it is, we finally find it. I say finally after it being only 2 rolls, but whatever the case. We're going to hopefully win on this turn. It's looking pretty promising, good breakpoints as well. And actually rat combining with the kangaroo pretty well in that scenario as well. Here we go, taking 2 level ups. One of them is a cow, the other one is a monkey. Typically I think you would want to take rooster over the cow, so you have a good buff target as well as a buff giver like the monkey. But in this scenario our buff target is going to be the Dirty Rat, because after all we want it to be massive and hopefully taking out 2 opponents of the enemy team as well. We find the canned food which we freeze, we hop into battle. Kinda scary looking, but we do get a 1-for-1 trade. Maybe we do get a win because of it, thankfully we do. So yeah, rat is so big that it can even do favorable trades after being skunked, which you love to see. We're going to put a pair on it most likely, even though another canned food would not be a bad choice either, but I chose to take the pair because it's better tempo. We're going to end the turn and hopefully win once more. The build we're going to be going for is actually not viable in the super end game, but in the mid game it can be a menace. So that is around the point where we want to finish off the build. So we're rushing to the victory right now. We have 4 more trophies left to go. We have a cow in the shop to further stat up the Dirty Rat, which you love to see. We're looking for the Rhino on this turn actually, because it is finally turn 9. We can see tier 5s in the shop, and we find it as well as a turtle. We really don't want to put melon on the Rhino itself because it's going to get popped by the Dirty Rat, and also it defeats the purpose of actually having chili on the Rhino instead of melon. So we put Melon on the Dirty Rat instead. We hop into battle once again. Most of the time this should be good enough to win. Is it going to win this time, however? Apparently not, because they have a Scorpion, so they managed to scam us. A little bit unfortunate, but here we are going to get a massive stat injection on this turn, with a level 2 Cal giving us +4/+8 onto the Rhino. We get half a level on the Dirty Rat as well, so we're halfway up to a completed build. We should be winning, maybe. We see a summon team and we have a Rhino, so therefore we should be happy. But actually Turkey can be very oppressive sometimes. Thankfully it was only a level 1 Turkey right there, I believe, so we ended up winning with a single level 1 Rhino ability. So that is good news. We're going to continue rolling for the stuff that we want. Once again we want a level, we want Chili. Maybe a level onto the Rhino as well. We do find the level on the Rat right here, which I pass up for now because I think I might need some extra tempo. Desperately looking for that Chili maybe. But this team we should be able to beat. They have very low stats and we are positioned perfectly to defeat them. We could also actually utilize a Tiger to go with the Rhino, funnily enough, so we might consider that as well. He is a Tiger in the shop, which we might take over the Giraffe. It's kinda sad to say goodbye to a stat giver like the Giraffe so early on turn 12, but I think it's the better option for our build. And here we go. I think we're going to be winning on this turn as a result. Let's take a look. Elephant Blowfish, very creative looking build right here. But we thankfully get to take them out relatively easily. We don't get to see the Rhino's ability shine completely right here, but I think we will once we find the Chili, which we do right here. Chili on the Rhino, 1 up on the Tiger so it doesn't get sniped out, and hopefully this should be a win. But if they do have massive stats, we might actually be in a little bit of trouble, which sadly they do in this scenario. It could have been close though. Without that level 2 skunk I think we could have gotten a victory right there. But I believe this is going to be the final turn of the game, so I really hope you enjoyed it. A relatively simple but fun build that you can try yourself in the Turtle Pack. And if you did enjoy, I really hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will talk to you next time. Take care!